right, gang, check it out. We got the guys from Kold Creature with us today. Guys, how's it going?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Good, thanks, man.
Awesome. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us for a while.
Not a problem. It's our pleasure.
Cool. Now, give us a little history on Kold Creature. How long you guys been together? When did it all begin?
It's become it's part of my brainchild from about 2010, I think. But I've been writing riffs for it since as far back as 2000, I think. So yeah, we haven't had our full lineup until December 2014.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Brent was the last member, the drummer. So full lineup since then. So we've been working hard over the last year and a half to get an album completed.
Cool. So the band name, really cool. I'm digging it. Kold Creature. How'd you guys come up with the name?
It was actually just to be honest, it was just an Xbox gamer tag I used to have, and I mentioned it to the guys, and they said, yeah, that sounds alright, so we just stuck with it.
Hey, sometimes simple is better, right?
Yeah, well, it's too hard thinking of a good name. I think the harder you try, the worse the name sounds.
That's the hardest thing about being in a band, just choosing the band name itself.
Yeah.
Song names come easier than, because the band name's got to be, stick in people's minds. So Kold Creature kind of runs off the tongue.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and it's a cool name, man.
Cheers, Ben.
So now, guys, tell us about the songwriting. Is it a one-person effort? Would you say it's a group effort? How do you guys go about writing your tunes?
It's kind of changed throughout our time together, because it originally started with Chris, writing his tunes all by himself, and then, as we started to get more band members, the songwriting process got a little bit more different, a bit more collaborative, and, if we were to get into a room now, it'd probably be completely different, I reckon.
Definitely. Yeah, you can hear throughout this album, I think you're going to hear a lot of changes and styles and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's got a big variance of flavors on this album.
It's good.
Cool. So, how would you describe your sound to the people?
I usually describe it as like a progressive, thrashy, maybe a hint of new metal sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, we try and put grooves in there that stick in your head as much as possible.
It's proggy, groovy kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've heard people kind of compare us to bands like Machine Head, Killswitch,
Gojira.
Gojira a lot. Yeah,
and I don't know. It's just you just try and make some catchy stuff up, and
I didn't actually know we sounded like Gojira that much because I didn't listen to them a lot, but now
it does a little bit.
Yeah,
I heard them a bit. I'm like, oh yeah.
Cool, guys. So now you guys are playing out a lot. You got a lot of gigs going on.
Yeah, we've had heaps. Just trying to get the name out there, but we're kind of having a bit of a break just to get this album finished. I think our next one's like late July, and then we're actually playing on the Shred Fest, which is a big Brisbane metal festival. We got onto that by poll. Yeah. So when's that? August.
That's late August as well.
Late August, yeah. So we've got those two coming up, and then we've got the album launch 17th of September.
Tour.
And then the tours immediately followed, which is East Coast tour of Australia.
Cool. So now, what would you guys say are the best and the worst things about playing the live shows?
Oh, the best things is getting free beer. Sometimes. And, no, I don't know. I just think it's a buzz. Like, I love playing live. It's awesome.
I think the reactions are kind of one of the things that stand out to me because, I don't know, I find that every time, like, depending on the crowd, of course, it like really depends on the turnout. But you just get people. Usually, you'd probably just get your typical metalheads just to headbang on the spot. But for us, it just seems like they're just like sort of taking it all in, just like, ooh, what's going on here? I think I like what I'm listening to. And yeah, I don't know. That's the impression I get out of it. But as for the worst things, far out.
That's when shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
Worst things is bands turning up without gear, I guess.
Yeah.
Expected there to be gear for them, and
yeah,
miscommunication of promoters is usually a problem with that. Telling people there is back lines when there's not back lines. Yeah, and just the fact that some nights you'll be playing to 50 people and sometimes it's just your mates. But, you know, still have a blast either way, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
That's cool. That's cool, guys. You know, here's a question for each of you. Chris, we'll start with you, man.
Yep.
When did you first get into music, man? When did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I got into music right around, I would have been about 1993, I guess. I was into it a lot before that, but like picking up an actual guitar was about 12 or 13, I think. And yeah, and I actually didn't know that's what I wanted to do. I just kind of learned how to, you know, progress with riffs and stuff, get better. I've never learned from I did music for 2 years, but I can't remember any theory or anything like that in school. But yeah, it wasn't until later on that like I'm the oldest dude in the band, so I was just pretty lazy at kind of doing anything with my talent, and I finally decided it's time to do something, keep it real.
Cool, man. Lyndon, how about you, brother?
Oh, jeez. When did I get into music? Yeah. I don't know, I've been playing guitar since I was probably about 15 or so. Just got it as a Christmas present and just kind of stuck with me for ages. Couldn't put it down. And yeah, I don't know, I just kind of started getting bored playing by myself and wanted people to play with, and got in touch with Chris.
Yeah, we all get bored with playing with ourselves.
But yeah, it all just kind of snowballed from there. And then, yeah, here we are. Just keeps getting bigger.
Cool. Patrick?
Ooh, alright. I probably, for me, I think I really got into music when I was like, I don't know, to be honest, probably about 8. But I didn't start picking up an instrument until I was about 13. I just bombarded myself with all the rock instruments and, yeah, just started to draw more into all the sort of metal categories. And, you know, when I was playing with all these people at school, I realized there was no metalheads at my school, so I had to branch out with and play with a bunch of dudes that were not in school anymore, I guess. And I think those people sort of brought me up to what I am today, and yeah, it's been keeping it real, I guess, ever since.
Killer, man. How about you, Brent?
Yeah, man. I got into drumming when I was about 9 years old, and it was actually like one of my dad's friends that was a drummer, and yeah, I was over there one day and he was on the drum kit doing, you know, like just doing like straight rock beats or whatever, and like I was like, you know, holy crap, man, I want to be able to do that. And so yeah, I must have bugged my parents that year for a drum kit for like the whole year, and the whole year they're like, nah, you're not getting it, you're not getting it, you're not getting it. And then on Christmas they gave me this little package and it had just a drum key in it, and I was like, you know, I know what this is for, you know, where's the drum kit, show it to me, you know. And yeah, dude, and yeah, so I got a drum kit and just started practicing my ass off, and yeah, and also used to be a skateboarder actually, and I didn't actually know that I wanted to be a drummer full on until the day I broke my ankle on the skateboard.
There's a song.
Yeah, I was like, nah, man, I don't want to skateboard anymore. I just want to play drums. So, you know, yeah, dude, that's how I ended up knowing that, you know, drums is really what I want to do.
The worst thing you can do with the drums is you can poke yourself in the eye. That's about it.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, if you break an ankle on the drum set, man, you're doing something right.
Yeah, man.
That's a good show.
Chris, man, who would you say are your personal musical influences, brother?
I've got a massive range of influences, but like, like I grew up. My dad was listening to a lot of, Eagles, Steely Dan, all that kind of stuff. And not that I was into all that kind of stuff massively, but I was just impressed on how good they were on the instruments and things like that. So that's where it kind of started. But then when you get into school, you're following all the trends, and then I come across metalers, and I was like, holy shit, what's going on here? This stuff's even more technical. And, from mainstream stuff, I'm a massive Tool fan. I think all of us in the band are big into Tool, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely, from other performers that, play guitar and sing like I do, I was definitely, Rob Flynn's one of my favourite performers for that. And, definitely Machine Head a lot. I love their sound too, so, Killswitch Engage. But yeah, I love listening to David Bowie too, so.
Cool, man. Lyndon, how about you, bro?
Yeah, as far as influences go, I don't know. I've been hooked into a lot of prog stuff. Probably Devin Townsend would probably be my favourite, most influential person on me. So he's a pretty eccentric fella, but I seem to gravitate towards a lot of that, and even like it kind of influences a bit unconventional, like guitar playing and stuff like that, where you just end up just making a bunch of funny noises for half an hour. But that's it. Like, got a bit of a soft spot for heaps of fast stuff as well. Like, probably like bands like Lamb of God and stuff like that. Where it's just kind of fast, groovy riffs. Just a lot of that kind of stuff just grew on me a lot when I was a bit more impressionable. But that's probably about it.
Cool. Patrick, how about you?
For me, I probably got started on Korn when I was about 8 or 9, and from there on out you just start to branch out from there. And I think like Tool was the band that sort of was like, ooh, you can expand your sound from there. And then for me as a bass player, the guy that's got me onto bass was Ryan from Mudvayne. I think he's a good little influence right there. And I played drums as well, and Danny Carey from Tool was I was just like, wow, jazz drumming on metal, that's pretty cool, I reckon. And it just keeps branching out from there on out. It's just usually like the big name bands that have a big they've got the headline name for a reason. So yeah, just more about those catchy metal bands, I guess.
Yeah. How about you, Brent?
Man. I've had like tons of influences over the years. Obviously, particularly sort of started with Mike Portnoy. I think nearly every drummer's been into him at some stage. He's just so musical and whatever. And as I got older, I sort of got more into your jazz players, and I still kept it metal though, like particularly Virgil Donati and Bobby Jarzenbeck. I reckon he's a killer player. He's freaking amazing as far as metal drummers go. And then lately I've been getting into more, sort of jazz influences like Dave Weckl and there's heaps of them, man. There's just like pretty much the 7 or 8 best drummers in the world. Like that's my influences, because I want to be that good too. So, man, like I always shoot for the best guys in every genre, and I listen to those guys, and that's what influences me. And then I take those influences and their musicality and everything, and I apply that to Kold Creature, and and then dude, that's where all my influence comes from.
Killer, man, killer. So, guys, when you're not writing, rehearsing, playing gigs, what do you do for a day off, man? What do you guys do for fun? How about you, Chris?
Day off?
Playing guitar count?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time off because where we rehearse is actually my recording studio too. So it's I've got clients that come and record and bands, and what have you. So I'm always mixing music, man.
Cool. Lyndon,
Which
how about
is this album's self-produced too, by the way.
Oh,
so
cool.
Ourselves.
Yeah, why? Oh, I don't know. I just kind of waste a bit of time and probably a lot of gaming. Play some hours.
I think we
Some
all game
stupid
a little
games,
bit,
so-
don't we?
Chill, man. Playing games.
I don't know. I just try and catch
I
up.
miss Xbox games.
I catch up
Just
with my
like killing
friends.
stuff. It's the way to unwind.
Yeah.
Cool, Patrick?
Yeah, I just try and catch up with my buddies half the time. It's just like, oh, it's been a while, you know. But I tend to game it out myself. I don't know. I tend to play more drums outside of band stuff, really.
Oh, cool. Brent, how about you, man?
Yeah, man. Funny enough, I still do a bit of skateboarding and that. So I'll do days off. I'll I don't know. Yeah, yeah, man. There you go, something there.
You haven't broken your ankle yet, man.
No, I'm not going to. Yeah, dude, I do that. I don't know. I just chill out. I hang with the missus. I just relax and any other time other than that, I'm just drumming, dude. Like I just love them. I just drum, man.
Cool, brother.
Yeah.
Guys, what would you say is your most memorable moment so far with Kold Creature? Chris?
Memorable in a bad way would be that we lost all of our. One of our hard drives failed, and we lost so much tracking that we'd done for about 4 songs. I think 4 or 5
something
songs.
like that, yeah. Just
So we pretty much had to start them all from scratch, and yeah, so this album's kind of
done twice.
it's been done. Yeah, half of it's been done twice. But in saying that, it's kind of made some of these tracks sound even better than what they were. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a blessing in disguise, it was.
yeah, we've done things a little differently the second time round.
Cool. How about you, Lyndon?
Well, probably so far I can probably hearing the actual songs have had a chance to compose because like me and Chris have been playing them for a number of years now. But it's good to be on the other side and be on the listening side of things. So it's just I'm really happy that everything's coming up. We can all listen to it and be a bit more objectifying.
Patrick?
Mine's pretty simple, really. I just remember you know when you're just playing a song and then you just want to get the crowd going and you just get everyone going, oi, 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 oi. That was pretty cool, I thought. Simple,
Cool.
but yeah.
How about you, Brent?
Yeah, man. For me, it's totally hearing the songs back after putting all that effort into composing and recording them. It's just I think it's almost what I do it for. Like just to hear that music back and I don't know. It's like magic, man. It's like I don't know.
Brent loves the studio.
Yeah, I just love the studio. It's just one of my favorite things in the world, dude. It's like a surfer to surfing inside a pipe, man, or whatever. It's just, it's just magical to me, man. I just, love it. So, yeah.
Cool, guys. All right, let's take it the other way, guys. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments to share with us? I guess the hard drive would qualify.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
anything else?
Chris, how about you, man?
Oh man, there's got to be heaps. I just can't think of any right now. We've had some dramas at gigs. What's happened at gigs?
Oh, when you broke two of your guitar strings on.
I took 2 guitars along to one gig, and knowing that my first guitar's strings were pretty old, like I couldn't be bothered changing them, so I thought I'll just take the backup guitar. That'll be all sweet. And broke a string on the first guitar, and then changed it. Not long after, the string broke on the second guitar. So I was quite lucky. That was the last song. So I just did vocals for the last song. Let Lyndon take over on guitars.
Lyndon, how about you, man?
There was one time.
At Bandcamp.
Yeah. We're playing on a bit of an unusually big stage, and I got a bit adventurous and didn't realise my lead was quite short. And I nearly fucking pulled my amp over. It's fucking nasty.
Patrick.
I feel like we've got this one fan at the moment. He's kind of like that fan from Tenacious D.
I doesn't listen to this.
He's just like, you could see how passionate he is towards the music because he's just telling everyone, "You just gotta be here, guys." He's just like the only guy on the floor. Just
He's trying to get circle pits going when 5 people are there and stuff. And people don't want a circle pit when there's only, a handful of people there. But yeah, he's pretty passionate fan, alright.
That's cool. Brent, how about you, man?
I'm not sure. You dudes think of any Spinal Tap moments for me, really, that
You drop the
might have
sticks.
Yeah, man, I got this issue. Like, I got butterfingers, man. Like, if I'm not warmed up for a show properly or whatever, I tend to just drop the sticks heaps. They just slide out of my hands, and I think
It's like trying to squeeze a bar of soap.
yeah, it's exactly like that for me. Like, if I haven't warmed up for a show, there's been a few shows where I haven't been able to warm up properly, and like Dad said, dude, spend the whole gig just like focusing on holding onto the sticks, just because I don't want to wreck the music, like want to put on a good show. So yeah, man.
Pretty sure we're going to get him some Velcro gloves, some Velcro sticks, so we can go on tour.
Super glue, yeah.
Whatever works, right?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Guys, would you say the band and the music has evolved since you first started?
Yes.
Oh,
definitely.
Big time, yeah.
Just probably, like, we've had a few little lineup changes, but I noticed just with each new member that comes, every song just totally changes. Like, all the dynamics in them are just flipped on their head. Like,
I'm even tapping on guitar now, which
I got Chris Tap.
I wasn't really tapping beforehand, but yeah, I've learned that now, which is pretty cool.
I get angry on the bass now. I have to play so much faster now. No, it's good though because it just, I know it when the band first started. Well, for me, it just became more about the riffs. It was just like, let's try and make it as catchy as possible. But it feels like with these latest songs that we've been writing, it's just becoming more about it's a bit of a journey in the music now, is it?
It's all going on somewhere.
Yeah, it just kind of leads in funny little places. There's a dirty corner right here, a nice clean corner right there. Just kind of, it gets a bit interesting.
Cool, guys. Cool. What advice would you guys have for the guys just starting out?
Make sure you get the right guy.
Make sure you want to do it and stick with it, because that's the problem. Is a lot of people say they want to be in a band, but then suddenly all their other commitments are too much for the band. The band's like a family. You just got to all be on board, or it's not worth it.
Everyone's got to be all in.
Like for
Don't make excuses for rehearsals unless it's legit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things about this band is it's probably one of the craziest bands I've ever been with, because I feel like we're all quite on par with each other. Just like we all want the same thing. Just, I don't know, we haven't got angry at each other yet.
No, you hit me in the head with the bass though.
Oh, that was a different.
That was a Spinal Tap moment in the studio. Yeah. Got whacked in the bass. But being clowns in practice one night, he got cleaned up. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
If we're not killing each other, even if we accidentally hurt each other.
Well, we always talk about chemistry, and like chemistry for a band is real important, because if you don't have that chemistry and you're up on stage and you're trying to fake it, the fans, they can pick that up, man. So it's cool that you guys have a great chemistry.
Yeah, we've been working on our live show. We still got to work on them a bit more, I think. But yeah, they definitely, people. We do hear a lot of comments saying we look great on stage. So I'm pretty kind of tunnel vision when we're on stage. To be honest, I don't kind of notice what we look like, and it's not till I see video and go, oh yeah, we do look quite animate,
Just trying to do the job, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, so now, are you on a label? Are you looking for a label? What's going on?
We're just going to see what comes. We're not looking and we're not on one.
It's all pretty new for us right now, so yeah, we're just taking it as it comes at the moment.
Cool. Well, you know, I always talk about the internet and the social media and whatnot, and you know, bands these days almost don't need that major label record deal. You can do everything on your own with home studios, whatnot, and that's great. But the problem is there's 10,000 other bands doing the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you guys set Kold Creature apart from the 10,000 other bands?
I don't know really.
I don't know.
It's
I think you still need a good manager, right?
Yeah, we've got a
These
good
days.
manager. My wife's our manager, so you would have talked to Kelly before.
Yes.
Billy, yes. She's very good at what she's doing, and she's learning all the time at what works and how to make things work. So we're quite lucky to have that, because a lot of bands we talk to don't even have that in the band, like someone in the band.
Just one of the members that's obscenely driven, like.
Yeah, and I've noticed we're trying to get some bands to go on tours, and even when we try and look up their music, we can't find it. So, yeah, it's just little things like making sure your music's linked to your
Cross the
links.
I's, dot the T's.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
And
he's pretty good at doing all that for us, whereas I'm hopeless with all that social media. It just gives me a mind fuck.
Right. But you know, it is so. I guess it's so important to have it, because the intent, and not just to have it, but to keep a presence, to keep your name out there. 'Cause the attention span of the average Facebook user is like what, 3 minutes? So. So I mean, to have somebody in your corner like that's behind you and keeping your name out there, that's really cool.
Yeah, and
It's huge.
yeah, we've worked on like having we've got a good graphic artist who's actually from the Ukraine. So we've got images that to me they look like they're sticking people's heads. So it's just about getting those images out. Our new album's cover's looking sick. Just people know you from just seeing images too after a while, and sick. I want to check out what they're doing next.
Right. Cool. So, guys, what would you say is the ultimate goal for Kold Creature?
World domination.
At this stage, like we've got this tour booked, which is just exciting as hell, but. It's within Australia. I'd love to go outside of Australia.
Just like to play on many stages as possible, I reckon. It's just good experience.
Yeah. Like to visit even your home territory at some stage there, Billy.
Yeah, man. Well, speaking of which, recap your upcoming shows, man. What do you guys got going on?
Well, the major thing going on at the moment is our film clip for Edge of Gravity. It's just about ready, so expect to see that in the next month or so. Other than that, just the 2 shows before we go do our album launch, and then it's tour time.
Cool, man, cool. Where can the listeners find Kold Creature?
You can go to Reverb Nation. I think
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube. We've got our own YouTube account.
Yeah, YouTube channel. A couple of videos there.
Cool, guys. You got Facebook and all that social.
Yep, we link to just about everything: Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud.
Works.
Yeah. But YouTube will get our new video clip should be up soon, so yeah, that'll be good. It's it's going to dominate YouTube. It might break YouTube.
Oh, that's great, man. Shoot for the stars, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
It was a fun video to film, and we're just like so excited to see how it turns out. We haven't even got to see any early
Sneak
stages
peeks,
of it yet. Yeah.
Sneak peeks.
But from what we could see just on the day, we could see he's going to do a good job. The camera guy that helped us out. And we just had a lot of off the cuff things that we did in the videos that weren't planned out. So yeah, first time we've all done one, isn't it? No,
Yeah.
Brent's
I've
done
done a
one
few,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, Brent's done a few before.
Yeah.
But it was definitely fun. A lot of work, but yeah, it's fun.
Cool. Well, guys, the song I want to play today is "Edge of Gravity." Man, this is your latest.
Yes, this is the one
That's
that
the one for the film clip.
yeah, this is for the film, the new video clip coming out.
Cool. Well, tell us a little bit about the song.
This is probably one of our slowest songs, to be honest. It's just that kind of groovy.
Walking in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really catchy. Like, this is the song everyone wants us to play live, but it's not necessarily the funnest one to play live.
It's just one of those Enter the Sandman sort of songs for us, I guess.
I guess, yeah. But I pretty much wrote it, and it didn't take me long to write it. I just watched that Felix Baumgartner guy from Red Bull do the space jump a few years back.
Mhm.
I think it was 2012.
I think it was 2012, yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw him do it, it just gave me inspiration to just, standing on top of the world, just that's the kind of lyric in the song. So I just based it around that, and then the whole song came together within a couple of hours. It was pretty sweet writing, actually.
In a sense, the starting point of Kold Creature as well, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it kind of started off Kold Creature, that song, and then the rest all followed.
Killer, man, killer. Well, Chris, Lyndon, Patrick, Brent, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me today, man. It's been a blast. Thank you, guys.
Cheers for that, man.
Thank you,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
man.
us. Hey.
Awesome, thanks. Listeners, check this out. Edge of Gravity from Kold Creature. We'll be right back.